I'm Dr. Meridel Rawlings, greeting you for Israel Vision.
Hello, I'm Daniel Rawlings, greeting you from Israel Vision. I'm the producer of the show.
And we're going to talk about Israel today, the modern nation of Israel, the only nation on earth that has been born out of the dust, because Israel was an ancient nation. David was the capital of Jerusalem 3,000 years ago. And then, of course, we understand something of history, and we could go into that in the future if you like. But Israel is the only modern nation to be born again, to come out of tragedy. And here we have, on May the 14th, 1948, a brand new Israel, with the ancient people restored, coming in from all over the earth, with the ancient language of Hebrew being revived in a modern way. And here we are sitting back on the ancient hills here of Benjamin, actually, but the people coming home to their own space.
Ever since the insemination of Israel has always been at war for some reason, because we live in a tough neighborhood.
Very tough.
Yeah.
And why do we win all of our wars? They're not our wars. They're wars that are perpetrated against us.
Why? Because we have, I don't know, somebody has our back.
Yes. Amen. Somebody has our back. But you know, friends, there's no place else for us to go. Our backs are literally to the sea. And so we have to win, and that's why we win. And I think that's an attitude in life that we could all learn. We stand up because we have to. We live because we choose to live. And that's a tip. Anyway, let's go on. Let's understand that God said, "No weapon that is formed against you shall prosper, and every tongue that rises against you in judgment you shall condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord." So God has called us not only his friends, but his servants. And the prophets, especially Isaiah, wrote this amazing word: "Israel shall blossom and bud and fill the world with fruit." Isaiah 27:6. In other words, he was saying, you're going to bless the world. You're going to bless the globe. In the early days of the nation, of the modern nation, when Israel was producing tremendous amounts of fruit and vegetables, guess where they were going? They were being shipped by the truckload into the Arab world. But guess what? There was no Jaffa sign on the oranges. They didn't know where these fruit and vegetables were coming from. They were just so glad to get them. Israel's been feeding and helping her enemies from the very beginning.
Well, that comes out of a Jewish philosophy called Tikkun Olam.
What does that mean?
That means making a difference in fixing the world. Tikkun Olam translates into fixing the world. It's actually a very old Jewish philosophy where they try to bring the light to where the darkness is, or help with love, or help in general.
And fix what's been
help
broken.
Help your enemy, help whoever's poor around you. They don't discriminate. So
I like that.
It's a good philosophy to have.
It is a good one. And we know that in medicine, Israel is in the forefront of technology. Israel's developed the exoskeleton suit, which is used by paraplegics, men mainly from the army who were so terribly injured in the wars, can put this thing on and walk.
For people that don't know what that is, it's a robotical wearable device where it props your spine up and they can walk.
Amazing.
It's amazing.
Yeah. Israel gives care to her enemies.
Oh yeah, like Save the Heart program for kids in the PA in the Gaza Strip, or out of many nationalities, for example, from Africa as well, all the way to Asia, to South America, to the Americas, where they do is heart transplants and life-saving surgery.
That's right. And
free of charge.
And also...
And all around the world.
During the 7 years of the Syrian war, we know that Syrians fled to the borders of Israel at night when no one would see them, and were brought in. Many pregnant women, children, and very wounded people were ministered to here. Now let's quickly talk about science, Dan.
Okay, let's go to science.
Okay. We know that back in the 70s, Golda Meir made a point of building a bridge of friendship to Africa.
A mental bridge of friendship.
Yeah. And
trust.
And trust. And also Israel brought in the drip irrigation and
insect control technology and
increase the production of crops. It's been marvelous. And then from overcoming our own disasters, Israel has created much of this technology and medical help. And one of the big things we're known for are our search and rescue teams that go out.
Big time.
Using cutting edge technology. And Israel is always one of the first to have boots on the ground when natural disasters occur anywhere in the world. Groundbreaking technical solutions and their relief efforts like high-tech bandages, robots, and drones help them to find what they can't see with the naked eye. For example,
the Ebola outbreak in Africa in 2013, the earthquake in Haiti in 2010, Caribbean hurricanes in 2018. What am I missing? Nepal 2015 had a major earthquake. We were just there after the disaster filming.
Yes.
Also,
I found it interesting that Israel sent teams to Greece to help with the many
refugees
coming in and
flotations.
Yes, it's terrible.
With displaced peoples is always a sad story to have.
And then there was the dam collapse in Brazil.
Oh yeah, you know what? I forgot about it because they do so many search and rescues, and that was their latest one actually.
That's
the
right.
dam in Brazil.
That's
they
right.
went and helped.
Well, let's not forget the lost soccer team in Thailand when 12 boys ran into a cave to get out of the flood, and of course the caves were flooded, which drove them further into the caves, and nobody could find them. But it was Uzi Hanouni, a developer here in Israel from a company called Max Text, heard the story, cried because he had a young son, and he took his technology, his son and his team, to Thailand, and they made a difference. Through this technology, they found the kids.
Yeah, but these boys were, you gotta remember, these boys were lost in these deep, deep caves that went down for about 10 kilometers in. And Max Tech, they came in with new communication technology.
Yes.
And they helped, they played a very heavy hand in helping finding those boys.
They did.
And then when they left, from what I read, when they left Thailand, they left $100,000 worth of technology for the Thai government.
That's right.
So a disaster like that would never happen to them, or they'd be prepared.
That's right.
But also the coach was stupid because I think he coached the boys into running to the tunnel. I can't remember.
I don't know.
What that was about.
But we're leaving the best till the last.
Yes.
And let's talk about arts.
Well, let's talk about arts.
Tell
what do you
me.
think about arts?
You're a filmmaker.
Oh, sorry. we like to binge when the Oscars come around. We love to sit around and make popcorn and watch all the Oscars. Good news is the Israelis won an Oscar in the short film category. So my colleagues who grew up here won, so it's a lot of pride and a lot of celebrations, and we're all very, very proud. And the director's name is Guy Nativ, and he won the best short film for Skin, for a movie called Skin, that goes into about racial bigotry and divide in the States. But it could be all over the world.
It's a worldwide problem, of course.
Worldwide message.
And even here. And when he received the Oscar, he said, what is important is what we are teaching the next generation.
This is true.
Yeah.
This is true.
So, Mazel Tov.
Mazel Tov.
Yes.
Mazel Tov. And we will see you guys next time.